that means in MS Access there are two ways of creating tables in MS Access. One is design view and another one is datasheet view. Okay, so in this lesson we will create a table in datasheet view. Okay, so in datasheet view, to open a table, at first we have to open the database. So you can see here already database already displayed here. Okay, so now click on the table button here on the create tab of the ribbon, and then MS Access will open the table in datasheet view and automatically create ID field. Here you can see that the first field is ID field with auto number data type. Okay, so here the data type for the ID field is auto number. This field is specified as primary key and it automatically gives a unique ID to all your records. Okay, got it? So we know here in database records means the particular row and the columns are known as the field. Okay, so if you see here beside the ID field we are having a star mark. That means the ID here is unique and it is denoted here as primary key. Okay, so now step number 3 is you have to click to add for adding fields to your table. So here if you click the arrow here, then a drop down menu will appear. Here you can see all the options are available under the click to add field. Okay, so choose any data type here. All these are the data types. Okay, so select the data type for the field you want and then type the name of the field. Okay, so all the fields are here, ID, field 1 and click to add. So if you want to rename it, you have to double click in the field. You have to double click in the field and you have to write whatever you want to give the name. So suppose I want to write here, the first one is student's name. So first field is ID, next one is student's name. Okay, so by doing this process you can give name to the field, particular field. So the first field already created automatically, that is ID as primary key. Second one is student's name and third one is field 2. Here also if you want to change the name, you have to double click in the box here and you have to put your name whatever you want to give the field name. Okay, so by clicking on click to add, you can add the fields, and if you want to rename the field name, you have to double click in the field name. So by doing this we can do for the field. Okay, and after completing all this, if you want to save this file, you have to click on file tab, then you have to select save, and then you will have as save as dialog box here. Likewise here you can see, so it is the save as dialog box. Here you have to put the name under the table name in the table name text box. So by default here it is the name is table 2. So if you change the name, you have to select the text and then you have to put your own, and then you have to click on OK button. Okay, got it? So we'll learn how to create a table in design view. So already we have opened the database. Here you can see. Now click on the create tab in the ribbon and then click on the design table button here. Okay, you can see here. So if you click on design table button, then you will have this type of window. Okay, here you have to type the field name in the field name column. Here you can see there are three fields here: field name, data type and description, that are optional. Okay, so at first you have to put the field name, then we have to select the data type based on the requirement for particular field name, and then you have to select any field as primary key by right clicking on the first column. Okay, and you have to select the primary key. This step is optional. So here you can see that under the field name, the first field is student's roll number, and when we click under the data type, automatically it generates short text, the data type for the student's roll number. Okay, so now we are putting the another field name, that is name, the second, and data type here automatically generates, that is short text. So if you want to change the data type for a particular field name, we have to click on the arrow beside it, and you will have all the menus here. Okay, so select any data type from here. So for the student's roll number, we are selecting here the number. Okay, here the number. Okay, so by doing this process, we can select the data type for a particular field name. Okay, so for the second, that is the description, so it is the optional. So you are just writing as student's roll number is unique, so we have written here under the description, that is unique number it is. Okay, got it. So now the next field name is name. So already data types by default it is selected, that is short text. So by doing this process, you can also change the data type for the field. Okay, whatever you want. So to choose the particular data type for a particular field name, you have to click on the data type box. Okay, here. Okay, so here we have selected the data type based on our requirement. The field, that is student's roll number, as primary key by right clicking on the first column. Okay, and then selecting the primary key. Here you have the option primary key. If you select it, then you can see that beside the student's roll number, one key is generated. That means the field student's roll number here is known as primary key. Okay, so this steps is optional, and already we have added the description. You can put the description if needed, then click the save button or press Ctrl+S to save the table, and then you will have the save as dialog box. Here you have to enter the table name in the box that appears. You can see already by default it is table 3, so you can change the table name and you can put your own desired name here. Okay, and then click on the OK button if it is completed. Okay, got it. So all these are the steps to create a table in design view as well as Datasheet view. Okay, so I think it is very much clear to you. So if you want to do this, you can do by watching this video again and again. Okay, thank you.